Hello, everyone. This is Tearyne Almendariz with Pantheon. I am here with Gregg Shanefelt and Nicole from PHASE2. This morning during Absolutely Necessary, they talked about their approach to designing mobile apps, and one of the things I was really struck by is how you include accessibility in the mobile application development process. But Nicole and Gregg have let me know that it's in part of their entire process, and I would love if y'all could speak to that. So if you can you give us like a basic overview of how you all approach your projects?
Yeah. So when we approach a project, we look at accessibility through the entire process, starting from design to content to delivery. Accessibility first mindset, I'm being corrected on, from design to content to delivery. And then we're able to look at it from the entire perspective and make sure that when we're delivering something to a client, that it is accessible. And with a lot of our clients in healthcare and finance, it is very important, and government, it's very important that these have to be accessible.
Oh, that's true. So one of the things that y'all might not know is that for certain industries, it is federally required that the applications or the websites or anything that is done is accessible to all persons on the web. There's a set of standards, and I think that y'all can go into that a little bit more. I'm going to pass you back the mic.
Hi. Yes, for the public sector, for example, in 2018, the government passed a law called the IDEA Act, and part of that says that all federal agencies need to be, they need 8 specific areas for all of their digital properties, and one is accessibility. And in fact, less than half, 46% of federal agencies actually meet all of those criteria, including accessibility. So we try and help as many as we can, and accessibility is embedded into all of our capabilities. Like Gregg said, from design, UX through, we really try to see everything as accessibility first. And it's not even just about having so that if somebody's having difficulty seeing something, but even content that you're using the right language so that people can understand fully, what someone's trying to say too.
Yeah. So it's very telling that even the federal government, when they're mandated to do it by themselves, that only 46% of people are hitting that. One thing that I thought was interesting when we talked earlier is that y'all talked about how when you are consuming data that's coming from something like Brightcove or any kind of player, you consider accessibility as part of that process. Can y'all speak a little bit more to that? This will maybe be the last question because I know I'm asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, so as we bring in content, we have to assume that it is not accessible. So we have to audit it on our side anytime we consume something to make sure that the stuff we're bringing in is accessible. So in the case of like videos, like we have to make sure that, yes, we bring in the captions, but also then we need to make sure that we bring in the content so that they can see it. If they actually can't view, they need to be able to read the actual content that's being displayed. So we always make sure that whatever we bring in is also accessible, and we have checks every time we consume an API externally. And also, if we can't normalize it ourselves, sometimes we will work with the partner to make their API better and more accessible.
That's awesome. So that really is like a full-on holistic approach.
It's a journey, not just, a sprint or just a quick race. We're not just getting to a destination, and accessibility is ongoing too. It doesn't just stop. So if you're maintaining a property, we're always checking for accessibility too. That
is awesome. Well, y'all, thank you, Gregg and Nicole, for being with us. Make sure that you check out the recording of Absolutely Necessary and also a bunch of PHASE2's articles. They're really awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.